So we're concreting this week. The carpet is going down. Super excited. Super excited. This has been a long journey. Oh, look, we've even made him a specialised digger park. Look at that. Bet you don't go many places where they make him a space. If he wants to leave his keys, I think I'd be good on a digger. I could see me on it. OMG, he even matches his digger. This is so cute. How am I happy to see you?
Just because where everything was.
That's why he's got a boiler suit on, because it's new. I think baby calf McBaby calf can go across here. Give him a few friends. I feel sorry for him. And it's got good airflow over there, and I can keep an eye on him still. So I'll just shove him over here. Just close off the Right, let's sort you all out. I'm like shiny. Wait, I'm just washing car feeders. I was due to go on a course next week down the country, and I hadn't told you about it. I was proper buzzing about it. I was like, to be involved in something like this was just, yeah. And now we're concreting. Like, first there was train strikes, and I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to get there, because it's a long way. And then it was like, I can do it on Zoom, which would have been amazing. And then I got over that, and now we're laying concrete. Why are these things like buses? Everything comes at once. As Roy would say, guns before butter. It doesn't stop you being really annoyed though, does it? I was really looking forward to it as well. Do you want to see why nuisance is called nuisance? She hasn't changed a bit from being a calf, has she? In your own time. I forgot her apple. She'll never forgive me. We're down to the drag ends now, News. Ew. Things all right. That is good. That is good. Is that tasty? It's tasty. Tasty. Get back. Hut. Get back. Get back. I've just found a picture of Rufus when he was a tiny baby, and he was parked here in a pram while I mucked out. And Ben, we had an old dog called Ben. He was here when we got here, and he was a collie, but he didn't work. And he was just the kindest, most independent, strange dog I'd ever come across. He was just lovely. But he never went in. he roamed the place, and he like you'd wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and like you'd see him wandering along the back of that hedge line there. He was really funny, but he was really cute with the kids. And I'd at the time, this wasn't like this. It was that wide, and it was a feed passage that went all the way through. And I'd be like driving up and down it with this little Massey and, you know, doing all this random stuff, and it was really loud. And then like little Ben would just be sat here with Rufus next to him in his pram. Honestly, it was just, yeah, I like them pictures. I'll put it in so you can have a look, because it was mega cute. He was a really good dog. And he wasn't even one that we picked. He wasn't good looking. He was just, yeah, he was just there, and he grew on me a lot. So we're just going to scrape the passageways. Cows are all eating. I'll show you how undignified it is to get on a bobcat. An exhaust? Oh. Who has one like that?
Grandad.
Nice.
Run.
That's a good exhaust, that. Nice. Nice. So, I read an article the other day. Someone had tagged me in it and said, "What do you think?" And I said, to be honest, I'm not reading the article because it is so infuriating. Basically, Tesco have said that, basically thrown farmers under the bus and blamed them for food waste, like wastages on farm, when actually it's their specifications that are making that amount of waste in the first place. It just makes me so angry. Like, our lambs have to be sold at a certain weight. I'd show you the table. Like, they have to be sold at a certain weight, with a certain amount of muscle on. And do you know why? It's not for the quality of the meat. No. It's to fit in the supermarket packages. The scapegoat of every industry. It's absolutely obscene. And is it because people don't, like, farmers generally don't put themselves forward and stick up for themselves? Is that why? I don't know. If you go and read the actual report and not the Farmer's Guardian article, it's even worse. Just so you know, if you want to make yourself angry on a Sunday afternoon, go ahead and read it. Where is my rant hat when I need one? The absolute hypocrisy. These people set the standards that create the food waste and then go on to blame farmers. Everyday normal farmers, it's all their fault, even though they cannot meet your specifications because they're so specific. No wonky veg, your grain's got to be this big, not this big. Like, seriously, the list is absolutely endless, the things that they try and make you do to please their customers, and also to make packaging and processing easier. We forget about that bit. We are making their job easier and cheaper. All the while they're using us as loss leaders for things like milk, dairy, and importing meat from other countries when there's perfectly good meat on their doorstep, and still labelling us the problem. Is it April Fool's? Is it? Is it really? This is greenwashing at its absolute peak, at its best. You are looking at a work of art, and people are going to fall for it. You're going to fall for it. You know, Mary from Skelmersdale is going to walk into Tesco and go, "Oh my God, look, it's got WWE, WWF, whatever it is these days, written on it. This is way better for the environment." So what Tesco haven't told you is, I'm leaking. I'm so unsustainable. I'm getting wet. They're being paid to meet these targets. Like, it's like we are ticking their boxes, not for the environment, literally just so they can pat themselves on the back for reaching their Paris Agreement that they might or might not make, to attract investors. It's like they're using sustainability to attract investors. Do you get it? Do you get it? I just feel really used. and blamed and scapegoated by the whole thing. And what they're not telling you is, even though they're labelling this this food as waste, they're not telling you that it is going on to feed livestock and be used in biodigesters and things like that. They're not saying that. They're still labelling it as waste because it was originally intended for human consumption. So it's not the whole story. Like the boss man of Tesco, honest to God, they are massive. If you go on the WWE website, WWF website, it'll tell you about why they are doing this. And it's because there's a shortage of food and there's starving children. This man literally has a wage of 4.75 million. He could solve the entire starving children population of a large city single-handedly. Million. That's not just a little bit. Do you really think this man cares about the environment? No, I don't either. Let's pretend it's about environmental issues, shall we? And the starving children. So we are back to strawing out the beds before bed, which is how we always did it, because we find that they lie drier at night. When they're all laid down, they're lying on a nice comfy bed. So yeah. Hello, Susan. Does anyone remember the naughty cow that drinks off other cows? Caused a bit of controversy on the old TikTok. I abuse it, you know. Seriously abuse it. Look at it. It's so hard done to. Nicking all that milk. So on my video yesterday, I said the envelope at the end of the shed. Don't even ask me what I was thinking. My brain was just putting words together. I mean the letterbox. This here is the letterbox. And then there, on the other side of that wall, is the new muck sheds. So what will happen is we'll be able to scrape down here through the letterbox onto the floor on the other side. And then we'll just push it into the muck sheds. So that's how that's going to work. Up until now, there hasn't been anything on the other side of that wall other than a massive drop onto nothing. So yeah, after the concreting this week, we start tomorrow. Watch your space. We'll be able to use it, and that'll be quite good. Also, I would love to know, not doing a Tesco and shifting the blame or anything, but I would love to know what the CO2 equivalent is, hello, from people throwing away food waste out of the fridge. That's a lot of people, and it would just interest me as a subject. I'm going to go and have a look in a minute. It won't make the video. Wait, steady ho, don't fall.
It was so slippy.
Well, don't stand on it then if it's slippy. That's crazy. Yeah, it would just interest me to find out how much food waste comes out of people's fridges as well. Obviously, that goes straight into landfill. There is no other use for that. You know, there is no, you can't use it again. It's rubbish. Whereas the food waste that they're referring to goes on to have a future life, which is the bit that I don't understand. They're not factoring that in at all. And I get that that's how it works and that's their supply chain. But it still stinks that they're trying to lay the blame at our door, when I think that as a farmer, I feel like I contribute more sustainability efforts than any of these massive companies ticking boxes. That's the bit that I think annoys me so much. You know, we are planting the trees, planting the hedges for the right reasons. We're not just ticking boxes, we're doing it because we want to. You know, we do look after the hedgerows and the environment. Go on. The energy produced from biodigesters in 2020, it was equivalent to over 100,000 tons of oil. How can that be seen as a waste? Go on. Sorry, I'm arguing with calves again. Go on, kiddies, wait. Do you know what? The more you read, the more annoyed you get. Just don't do it. It's like a rabbit hole of awfulness. I've got that Taylor Swift song stuck in my head. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. Oh my God, it's getting worse. Go to bed, clean baby lounge lizards.